Hunga Anaman? I don't know how to say the name. They're here. They're here. They're coming to the game in a couple days. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead now to watch the trailer and react to it and stuff like that. Also, we're gonna be taking a look at the patch notes after that to see everything added to the game, because we're getting a new cookie, obviously. We're getting 2 new candies, arena improvements, and some triple cone news. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch the trailer now, I guess. Spicy. Oh, pruny. Prune juice cookie. Kofka N. Cream Nights. Honestly, just Saber, isn't it? I'm not gonna call her. It's Saber. The name is Saber. No, that's Saber. Excalibur. Hey, yo. Oh wait. We have. Okay, here's the new animations for the arena mode we're getting, or the new UI improvements, and Excalibur. Oh, dude, yeah, it's just Saber Cookie. It's really just Saber Cookie we're getting. We must evacuate all the students at once. Are we getting a new guild boss? Or a new boss probably for the event, right? Not a new guild boss. So yeah, this trailer really just showed Saber Cookie and also probably a boss we're going to be getting for the Triple Cone Cup or something like that for an event one week. Yeah, nothing really else. The new candies weren't shown. The new costumes weren't really shown, or not that I saw anyways. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the game now and talk about the patch notes. Obviously, guys, first on the patch notes, we have Saber Cookie. So let's go ahead and talk about what their skill does now. Basically, what their skill is going to do, they're going to have light attacks, which enhance their normal attacks. They're going to be gaining extra damage with attack speed. They're also going to be increasing the attack speed of the 2 cookies with the highest attack speed. All allies will also be resistant to attack speed debuffs. I'm thinking Frost might be affected by that. Secondly, they'll also be increasing the light damage dealt by the team. They use Excalibur at the end of their skill, which ignores some of the damage resist. They increase their own attack speed and damage resist the more debuffs they receive. I think that this right here is going to change the meta to more of a speed comp meta. Also, I think the debuff meta is gonna probably start to fall off now, because we've seen debuff meta for so long now, especially if this does affect Frost and Sherbert. Yeah, I think the debuff meta is probably going to start on the downhill, the decline right now. Talking about the 2 magic candies now, Latte and Madeline are both getting magic candies. So let's go ahead and talk about Lattes first, then we'll talk about Madeline's. So Latte's magic candy is going to increase the debuff resistance for the whole team. She's going to be amplifying the debuff effects on the enemies. The first attack she does with the amplified debuff is going to be doing extra damage. If the enemy is poisoned, they're going to have extra reduced healing debuff. Also, their base stats are being increased. Base defense is being increased by 10%, and base HP is being increased by 9%. And all in all, this Cookies candy seems alright. Obviously, they're going to have a special second ability that they're going to add in here that we can't see on this yet. So that could end up making them busted. But as of right now, it looks kind of mid. It looks alright. Maybe Poison Comp is a bit better in Arena now with it. Also, the base stat increase is not too big. It's only really applying to HP and defense. There's no attack buff at all there. So I'd be curious to see how much damage they actually do in Arena, or really anywhere, without getting that extra attack buff. But we'll have to wait and see what that second ability is. But talking about Madeline's ability now, they're going to be dealing extra damage and true damage based off of HP. And this is going to be after a certain amount of attacks that they do. He'll also be restoring his own HP, and he'll also be gaining a shield with the remaining light after the end of his ability. And his base stats did get increased as well. Bro got a 45% attack increase, a 5% defense increase, and a 13% HP increase. Yo, his buff is insane. A 45% attack increase. That's kind of crazy, actually. And honestly, we still haven't seen what his second ability is going to do, because like I said before, they always add in a second ability to all these magic candies. So I'm curious to see what extra ability they add to him. And honestly, he's going to be great for the speed comp / saber comp that comes out with this, because I think speed comp's going to reign supreme in Arena. But yeah, with the cookies and candies out of the way, we're also getting 6 new costumes as well. We're getting a costume for Prune Juice, Capsaicin, Saber Cookie, Latte Cookie, Madeline Cookie, and Mala Sauce Cookie. And yeah, so yeah, we're getting 6 new costumes to the game. PogChamp, yeah, let's go. We love costumes, and we love the costume gacha. Keep adding them in. I like when we get new costumes added into the game, because it makes your cookies look cool. Let's go. Cosmetic Gamer right here. We're also getting some improvements to the Cookie Run Arena, mainly just in the UI aspect, but there's also some major things changing in the arena as well. So first, you'll be able to see the top 100 players from the last season, which is cool, I guess. Players with a similar trophy count will be sorted by the time their final trophy count was achieved. Whoever was first to claim these trophies will appear on top. This kind of confused me. I don't know really what this means, so maybe leave it in the comment section below if you know what it means or have any ideas what this could possibly mean. I don't maybe understand the lingo behind it. Also, defense battle results will not be recorded. Also, please note that the players' cookies team information might change their first appearance in the Hall of Fame. So for this, does that mean we don't have defense battles anymore? Is that what it means, that we're not going to have defenses anymore? Or like we're going to have like a defense rating, like it affects us when we still lose in defense, but it doesn't give us the, like who beat us or how they beat us? I don't know. I don't like this change too much. Even if they're taking away the whole defense system, whereas you lose trophies if you lose in defense, I still think it's not that good of a change just because you can't see what counters your team anymore. Usually it's a good method for testing teams. You could throw that team in defense and see what team beats that team, so you can figure out improvements or adjustments you can make against the different teams in Arena. So now if they're removing this, it seems like you're going to actually have to go through and fight a lot more battles to figure out what your teams are good against and what they're not good against, rather than just having that kind of like an automated process by throwing them in your defense and just seeing what they are bad against. Because I know personally for me, I use this system a lot as far as testing teams out to figure out like what's bad against teams when I release like my Arena videos and stuff like that. I use this method to tell you guys, you know, hey, you know, this is bad against this team, it gets shit on against this team or whatever. But I don't know how this is going to work yet. Let me know in the comments below with your thoughts on that too and the whole Arena thing. We're getting big UI improvements to the battle preparation screen, meaning you can see all their cookies and toppings basically the same way you can see your cookies and toppings, instead of it being that little thing. I don't know what it's called, the little tag like you're wishing in the tree of wishes. Also, the loading screen is going to be changing to be showing every single cookie the enemy is using now. And finally, they're changing the results screen. And personally, I really like the look of this new results screen. Like, it gives you all the information you need on one page. So instead of having to flip through different things, it gives you all the information on one page, showing all the healing, damage that the cookie did, all the damage they took, all the healing they received, everything on one page, which is really good. I like this a lot. They're also going to be making it easier to get arena tickets after battles and stuff like that by having a system in place where you could just bing bong buy a ticket. And finally, with the arena improvements, what they're also going to be adding is a system or an event that basically the more arena tickets you use, the more rewards you get, like PFPs, crystals, and stuff like that, so on and so forth. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I don't know if this is going to affect like the actual arena standings. I don't know how big of a revamp to arena this is. They didn't really go into too much detail with it here. There are some screenshots that I showed on screen, but still, it doesn't give me a good gist of what's actually changing in arena. Also, more changes to the Triple Chrome Cup. Yeah, so the Triple Chrome Cup got some more changes to it. Apparently, we're not getting new schools. We're going to be staying in the same schools. If we have less players in our school, or they're kicking out the inactive players, we'll be getting a buff because we have less players in our school. Also, the schools that were in second and third place will also be receiving a trophy buff to help them level up. Maybe that's good. I don't know. I'm scared to see how this is going to be, because if there were like a good amount of whales, say like in the Creamite Republic, and we're getting a trophy buff, and it blasts us ahead of like Scoville or something like that, I am kind of scared to see how that buff is actually going to play a role into the other teams. Because say Scoville has a lot more players in it, and we are grinding out arena, bam, 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 and we get like way above, I think this could still cause issues in the Triple Chrome Cup, but we'll have to wait and actually see how that turns out. I do think it's going to cause an issue though. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. I mean, that's really about it. I mean, we're getting Blueberry Pie Soulstones in the shop. Or the mileage shop. So yeah, that's Pog if you want Blueberry Pie Soulstones. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this update in the comments below. But yeah, that's really gonna do it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to push 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, Saber Cookie is here, Excalibur, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, bye bye.